I tell you what mistakes I have made and things that I wish I had never done and directions I wish I had never gone, and just don't do those things and do the things I tell you to do and you will be successful. I know that some of us are readers and some of us are listeners and some of us are watchers, so we're giving you all three of those media as part of the home study course. You get these two manuals that are a little over 300 pages between the two of them. You also get 18 hours of audio and 18 hours of video as well. One of the key things in my real estate success, and I know for sure in John and Stephanie's, and I think probably in the success of most of you who've been successful, is having people that I could ask questions of as they came up. You know, I've done the whole home study thing. I broke the bank going to that first wholesaling boot camp that I ever went to. And it was excellent and it taught me a lot, and then I still had questions when I went out and started doing deals. Anybody experience that? Yeah. Like you walk out going, I know everything. And then sure enough, 3 weeks later something comes up and you're going through the book going, I don't think this is in here. I don't think this has ever happened to anyone in the history of the world. So when you take home the home study course, I'm going to follow up with you with 26 weeks, that is 6 months, of online classes. These occur on Wednesday nights. It's every Wednesday night from 8 o'clock to roughly 9. Sometimes they go a little longer, sometimes they go a little less. And at the end of this time, we have open question and answer time. So the purposes of the classes is to train you more about wholesaling, but also to cross-train you. I am a really big believer that if you're going to be a wholesaler, you need to understand how your buyers think. You need to understand what landlords think, how landlords evaluate things, how landlords manage things, how retailers control contractors, because it makes you better at understanding what makes them a good deal. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Absolutely. So these 26 classes cover everything from how to hire contractors to how to creatively finance properties. We're in a module right now, which you could join us on tomorrow night, about subject twos and owner-held mortgages and things like that. Question and answer at the end of those is your chance to bring up anything that has come up for you over the course of the week as you are out there doing stuff. And by the way, these are no sales webinars. These aren't, oh, here's my special guest, so-and-so who's got another course to sell you. No, nothing is ever being sold on these webinars. How many of you said you've done wholesale deals at some point? You in the red back here. Can I ask you what you made on your last wholesale deal? $8,000 or $9,000, and you stopped doing them?
Yeah, I became a rehabber.
You became a rehabber, and therefore wholesaling no longer existed for you, because you want to rehab every property you ever see.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. So now you're thinking, man, why did I ever leave this? This was crazy that I could make $9 grand on a property and I haven't done it in a while. All right, who else? I promise not to abuse you. Who else said they'd done a wholesale deal? What'd you make on your last one? $5 grand? What, $6 grand? Okay, so there are folks in this room making 5 and 6 and not 9 anymore on deals right here, right? So if I really seriously could teach you how to do what they're doing and do it very quickly and do it right from the beginning, what would that be worth? Please, somebody say $6 grand. Because we'll just wrap this up right now and you can go back and talk to Stephanie. I mean, think about it. Because once you've done one, do you think you can do another one, another one, another one? Yeah, it's the first one that's always the big hang-up. And then once you've done that one, you realize that it is exactly like I described. It's actually pretty easy, and you just go through these same steps that we just talked about over and over and over again, and you get a check. The Real Estate Goddesses guides are $1,397, including the audios, the videos, the manuals, and the 26 weeks of follow-up. To do deals that are making folks in this room $5,000 plus, that's a pretty good deal, right? It's a pretty good deal if I'm not lying. I mean, you don't know me. I mean, some of you do, because you followed me here from Ohio, but it's one thing for me to stand up here and say how great it's been for me, how great it's been for my students. It's another thing for you to go out and actually try it for yourself, right? So let me ask you this. If you went home with these tonight, how long would you need to go through the basic manual, go through the basic audios, and just go out and try it? Just talk to some sellers, talk to some buyers, see what the market's like. Realistically, how long would it take you to give it a real try? Because I don't think it's 30 days, and I think that's what we have on the guarantee form. I think in 30 days you're going to go through the course twice and maybe send out some postcards and not know what the results are yet. So how long do you think it'll really take? 3 months? 3 months sound fair? Anybody need more than 3 months? Because I don't want this excuse about, well, I'm going to be really busy at work. 6 months? This isn't an auction. Okay, in 6 months, you could definitely go out, implement these things, and see if you got a check in your pocket or not, right? 6 months, you could definitely do it. Everybody agree with that? All right. We're going to do a 6-month money-back guarantee then. So take there are forms in the back that say 30 days. I need you to scratch those out and put 180 days in and initial them, please. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you home with these tonight, and I'm going to give you 6 months to see if what I am saying about wholesaling is true, and that it's true for you, and that it's true in your market. And if it doesn't work just like I say it will, using the exact strategies I'm giving you, you can return the course materials and get a 100% refund. Is that fair? Yeah, that's fair. 6 months? Okay, no excuses, because you got 6 months to do it. It has been my experience in many, many years in real estate that if I talk to a seller who's pretty motivated and I hem and haw and think about it and don't set the appointment and I don't go out and look at it, or I go out and look at it, but then I say I'm going to make you an offer, but then I wait 6 days to make an offer. By the time I call them back, what has happened? It's gone. The deal is absolutely gone 100% of the time. Somebody else has jumped up and gotten that deal. So you need to be trained to act fast when you see a good deal. And this is a really good deal. And here is how I am going to see who is a serious wholesaler in here and who can act fast. What we're going to do is the first 9 people who take home the Real Estate Goddesses guides this evening are going to get a couple of bonuses. Number 1, I'm going to pay your way into the workshop on Saturday. What is that? It was $99 before you bought the course, and now it's free. So it's like saving $100 on Saturday's workshop. At Saturday's workshop, we are not going to retread this same ground. We're going to talk about building the business to the next level, and we're going to talk about how to bring these sellers to you in big numbers. The second thing is, if you're one of the first 9 people, I am going to give you 6 months of free email coaching that is done by me personally. So now you don't have to wait until Wednesday nights if you have a question. If on Monday you go out and look at a property, and on Monday night you have a question about it, you come home, you email me with the special address I'm going to give you, I will answer that question. I have one request, please, before you start using the mentoring. Read the manual. Listen to the audios, please. I say this. First of all, I've made a deal with my partner that I will not agree to mentor every single solitary person who invests in this education, because he feels like he wants me spending time on our wholesale business and not just mentoring people all the time. So I've agreed that I'm only going to do 15 new people a month, and we just did 6 in Jacksonville, so that's why there's 9 left for you guys. There was a point to that. I don't remember what it was. I get these questions where people say, hey, is it possible to wholesale bank-owned properties? Because I have one that I'd like to take a look at. I'm like, yes, Chapter 4 of the business building manual describes it in enormous detail. I mean, I seriously got this email a couple of days ago from somebody at my own RIA group saying, can you walk me through this? I'm like, no, it's like 13 pages long. So please, review it, see what's already there first, and then when you have questions, because you didn't understand a concept, that's fine. When you have a question because you're in the middle of a deal and you don't know what the comps say and you want to send me the comps and have me look at them, that's fine. If you want to send me pictures of cracked slabs and say how much is this going to cost to fix, that's fine. But please don't ask me to teach you the course on email. That's the only thing that I ask. Finally, if you're one of the first 9 people to get it tonight, I'm going to give you a $400 discount. It's going to be $997. to learn everything that the folks in this room who are making $5,000 and $6,000 per deal already know. Or if you're already in the wholesaling business and you're not doing as many deals as you want to, you need to get this, because manual number 2 is going to teach you how to create a business that will wholesale a deal a week with just one full-time assistant and a part-time bookkeeper. So in my opinion, it'd be kind of crazy not to take me up on this, because when I come back on the 21st, it's going to be $1,398 to get these 2 courses. So in summary, the process. The steps that you go through every single solitary time are: find the motivated sellers, evaluate the deal, tie the deal up with purchase contract, start your due diligence so that you can collect your money up front when you find the buyer, and assign the contract and get paid. And if you want to cut the learning curve on this enormously, step 1 is get the Real Estate Goddesses Guides tonight so that you can do it right from the start. I'm going to head to the back of the room and sit down and answer any questions that you guys may have. Thanks for coming tonight. Go back there. Those guys will take care of you getting the Real Estate Goddesses Guides. Thank you. And I look forward to working with each one of you, and I look forward to seeing you again on the 21st.